Rise ye, ashen tarnished chosen undead, and welcome Souls fans, new and loyal, to the next installment, part 2 of Dark Souls 3, the easy to follow, platinum all achievements guide. So, at the end of the last video, we came down here, we grabbed the Estus Flask, we grabbed the cell key down here, and we grabbed a cheeky Titanite over here. Don't worry, the fact that I've used all my healing and I only have half health left, we're not far from our next bonfire. But for now, we're going to come out here, and we're going to... Oh, no. There we go. Right, once he gets close, make sure to come in here, otherwise he can still hit you from underneath, which is not what you want when you don't have much health left. Hello. And there we go. We're just going to wait for him to start walking away. Two arrows in. And over to here. Hi. How are you? Nope. You are not supposed to hit me from here. Oh, there we go. We want to avoid any halberd swinging. It does oh so much damage. There is a reason why we are going with the cheese option for this guy. And he's not a boss. At most, you can class him as an elite. He is a does he respawn? Yeah, I think he respawns. I only ever come to this area once, so I've not actually seen. But I am assuming he respawns. But in this instance, we only need to go down there once. Hi. Thank you for the free headshot. And I missed a follow-up. Do 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 do. Go on. Go on. Why are you not walking? You're embarrassing us. Go on. Walk off. It's what you do. Okay, seriously, this is new. But what was that noise? Really? Why are you holding aggro? It's rude. Right, there we go. Now that's done. Even with this, we should survive the drop. So, rolly roll. There we go. Grab a couple of ember around the fount. And then over to this corner. Where is he? There he is. Be aware that there's an ambush before you get to pick up the rapier. Up immediately up the steps, beware that there is a crossbow sniper. And then back down, there is a hollow swordsman. Up the steps. Up these steps to the right, grab the large soul, and we're going to jump across to grab ring number 2, the Ring of Sacrifice. We are going to grab a few of these, as it is a perishable, but just make sure you have one on your person at all times, so that it counts towards your total rings. Roll down. Up we go. So here, grab the green blossom. Now, in that corner is an ambush, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to Robin Hood this guy. There we go, and just swing our sword wildly. Trigger the lift. Grab the throwing knives. Open the gate. Check for Axeman. Now you can just homeward bone at this point, which to be fair would be the smarter choice for me to do here. Bop axe and resting. Head up and rush the bonfire. Bop the dogs. So okay, I'll miss killing the dogs, but that should be fine. So I'm going to use the homeward bone to go back to the shrine bonfire. Over to Andre. Let's take off these fire bombs as well. Reinforce Estus with the shard that we got. There we go, we're now up to 6 Estus flasks max. Over to the Handmaiden. And we're going to sell some items that we've picked up that we don't need. So, we are going to sell the broadsword, a Stora straight sword, claymore, the rapier, the Uchigatana, and the east-west shield.
Ashen one.
Find the maiden.
Well,
She moves around here and there.
then touch the darkness within me. Take nothing.
And let's get our vigor up to 19.
Farewell, Ashen one.
And just checking my notes. Oh, I didn't sell everything I was supposed to sell, that's why.
Very well. Then take.
So, 2601.
Farewell, Ashen one. Ah?
In my notes, I've got sell 3 large deserted corpses, which are the 400s. So we sell all 3 of those, and the missing souls are because I homeward
Ashen
boned.
one.
So we will rectify that now. Travel, tower on the wall. Oh no, high wall of Lothric. Darn it. That's fine, we're just getting enough souls to catch back up because we didn't kill stuff, so... We're just going to quickly get a cheeky... No, behave. I said behave. Thank you. Right, where was I? There we go. Right, that's the souls that we needed. Apologies, I ran out of health at the end. All we're doing is just getting our vigor up to 20, so back to Firelink. And we're fixed.
Welcome, speak. Very then take.
There we go. Vigor up to 20.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Now travel to the high wall of Lothric. And it's high wall, so this always takes forever. Unfortunately for the loading screen, there we go. So we're going to take the right way that we've just opened up, giving the crossbowman a good charge stabberoonie. Like we did last time, we're going to bait the dogs. Plunge. Ow. And come up, and for the souls, we're also going to defeat the halberdman. And we're going to take our new shortcut, take the lift back down. Remember that there is an ambush. So get your stamina back up. Bop all of them. Out here, remember that there is a crossbowman on the steps. And a swordsman at the bottom. Grab the soul item and summon. So if you've died, be sure to use an ember to get human, otherwise the summon signs won't appear. But summon Lion Knight Albert. And his job is to keep as much of our health up as we make our way to the boss. If he's got health left, we'll bring him into the boss with us, but it's not really needed when you've got a fire longsword +1. Why are you looking in the corner, Albert? There we go, okay. I missed. There we go. Right. Lure them in and let Albert donk. Albert, donk. Lovely. Come on, Albert. Yeah, he's dead, Albert. You good? Right. Moving on. Oh, you. Come here. Albert, do your thing. Thank you for missing, Albert. Thank you for missing, Albert. Don't worry, I'll do all the work. You just, flail like a maroon. Right, onward. Come on, Albert. Grab the Lucerne, that's something we can sell later on for souls. Do love having a shop that you can sell all your unwanted chaff to. Right. Carry on, and this is the reason why we've summoned Albert. Is the red-eyed knights at the end. This one is actually a problem. So it looks like you're going to get a backstab. You cannot get a backstab on this enemy. Believe me, I have tried. Albert, if you please. Go on, Albert. So to be clear, you can backstab him like this, but when he's just standing there, the moment you get close, he turns around. That's what I was referring to. At some point, he's going to buff Holy on his weapon. Albert, can you... there you go. At which point, our shield is no longer good enough. And if Albert could hit something... Thank you, Albert. He has one job. There we go. So he, as you saw there, I didn't even need to pick it up. On death, he drops a refined gem. Something else we'll be using because we need to do every type of infusion for the infusion trophy. Come inside. Albert's going to hang out outside. NPCs and enemies cannot come into this room. And talk to Emma.
Ah, I am Emma. Allow you will they have to their head for.
You're going to get the small Lothric banner. Talk again, and we're going to get the Way of the Blue
Yes,
Covenant.
It is if you then and the
There we go. Trophy number 4, Covenant Way of Blue.
goes but be the va.
As we get every Covenant gets its own trophy. So come down on the middle platform, hang a quick right, And we're going to deal with this crossbowman before he tries to ambush us from behind. And it is spear and shield, so more often than not waiting 5 years for them to actually do something. There we go. So Lion Knight he's dead, has healed, so he's ready. If you've defeated the Master Swordsman, then he is here as a summon. You do not want to summon him. He has 0 armor, he is useless. However, Lion Knight Albert can take some of the aggro away from us, so we'll keep him if he's alive. If not, this is not a problem to fight. The strategy is exactly the same. For Vordt, the best thing about Vordt is the music is incredible, but we are just going to stick on his backside. So this is actually probably the hardest part of the fight, which is we've got to get up close. And then all we're going to do is get behind, two-handed whale on that backside. Bang. Get underneath as quickly as you can. Taking full advantage of any time he stops, whether you have an NPC or not. If you don't have NPC, all it means is he's going to move around more. Shield up whenever you're not attacking or rolling, and you should only ever attack or roll if you're behind him. Heal only when you would otherwise be attacking. As you can see, the fire is doing so much damage. So the mist that he breathes out, that's what's causing that cold build-up. But you don't want that, as that's going to take away your mobility. But yeah, super easy fight, and the music. Ho, ho, hee, ho, ho. I mean, obviously, what I just did was a travesty and should never have been done. And you didn't hear that, but fantastic music. Bonfire. Travel to tower on the wall. And we're going to get ourselves a new NPC for Firelink, Greirat, the Thief and Merchant. So come down, let the elite leave the room, and now we're going to head in, throw a dagger, thank you, come along here, thank you, and down here. And all I'm doing is I'm trying to avoid blowing up the barrels, but it's not the end of the world if that happens, so don't worry too much if you do. We don't have the key for that door yet, so we won't be doing that. Instead, we're going to rush him, as these are all exploding barrels, and he throws firebombs. So we're going to put a stop to the firebomb shenanigans. We can then turn around, grab the throwing knives, in and to the left. Charge attack does the job. Grab the mail breaker. Open with the cell key. That was the key that we got where we got, well, at the start of this video, the end of the last video. And talk to Greirat.
No,
Again, I'm going to skip through. However, if not, I recommend you pay attention to the dialogue.
I'll be out you.
He's going to give, we're going to grant request, he's going to give us the blue Tearstone ring and disappear to the shrine. Use Homeward to go to the shrine. Blue Tearstone ring, that is our third ring of 107 rings. Over to the maiden. We're going to sell the mail breaker. Purchase. We're going to purchase a talisman. The bog standard talisman is actually one of the best ones in terms of the spell buff it gives, so we'll use that for quite a while. And we're going to buy our first miracle, Heal Aid.
Ashen 1.
Welcome
Over to the maiden,
Very well.
level up,
Then taken.
and we're going to level up Faith +1 to get it to 10.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the
That should be everything at the moment. Yeah. In our shield hand, we're going to equip our talisman. And at the bonfire, we are going to attune Heal Aid. We actually have a use for FP now. We can use it as a pseudo heal. Travel to Vordt bonfire. From the bonfire, carry on outside, and once you get to this section here, you are going to raise the banner. And I'm going to skip the cutscene, but if you've not seen it, watch it, because it's another one of those questionable as the demons come and collect you, similar to Dark Souls 1, and fly you over to your next area. Light the bonfire, and before we head down, we're going to head to the left for a larger soul item. Come down here, and you can see all of these hollows praying, and they're not going to enjoy what they get. A swift demise. And the screams should give it all away. Doesn't sound like this is what they wanted. Death by doggo. Loving advantage of fire that we get on dogs especially, making them flail around. At the steps, we're not going to go through the gate yet. Instead, we're going to come around to here, 2 more dogs. Grab the alluring skulls. Come out here where we have all bar one of these are decayed corpses from the undead servants. We're going to grab the homeward bones, apparently do a gesture, and you're going to hear one of them's talking. Perhaps it's this one who's moving.
Oh, then it's true.
Oh, then it's true.
Champion of Ash to be in I am summer. Well, perhaps say I was
And
once.
YOEL, we are going to accept his
I,
service.
I,
YOEL is going to give us 5 free levels, and on our second playthrough, he's going to give us our second ending, the ending of Darkness. Darkness! Now we're going to head back to the gates. Dook, dook, dook. Pull the lever. Right lever. Here we go. Shonk, shonk. And we can light our next bonfire. Rest if you need to. Two villagers here, one machete, one pitchfork. Pitchfork ones are the ones you have to respect the most because they have better range than you and can attack surprisingly fast. So, come to the right, chop down this corpse for a small leather shield. We're going to come up the side and avoid this assassin from ambushing us. These assassin thralls are going to be recurring enemies of the game. Drop down. And firstly, we're going to chop this corpse. Careful not to fall off. But that is very important. We must drop that, as that is, if you recall, Greirat, if you paid attention to his dialogue when he gave us the blue Tearstone ring, he was saying that it belongs to Loretta, his wife. Well, unfortunately, that was her corpse we just cut down. So, things didn't go so well for Loretta. Equip your firebombs. And we're going to Kobe some exploding barrels. We're going to Kobe some exploding barrels. Thank you. And go long! See, Dark Souls 1, you could use a bow. And if I did this, then that's where I'd throw. In this one, not quite as easy. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to use more arrows. Ideally, you hit the barrels, and that way these ones die. But it's not the end of the world. Just aim for headshots. I'm going through his hat, apparently. There we go. And eventually they'll stop moving and reset. And we're going to do that with all of these so that we don't have to worry about this mob. Do not hit the big one. She will start casting ranged spells at you, and it's a ranged fight that you don't want to be dealing with. You also especially don't want to go down when she's already aggroed. So yeah, we're just going to take out all these villagers. 2 headshots, more than enough. Oh, obviously didn't get you with a headshot on the first one. Who else? You. Honk, that was miss. There we go. Got you from the side. This one at the back, we don't have to get from this far. He should not aggro us when we go down. But there you go, 3 arrows. Right, that clears the bottom, ready for us to proceed. Grab the charcoal pine bundle. Try and get a plunge attack on this thrall. Just be mindful, if they start attacking, just make sure you block. There's a third one who's going to drop down, and because he's got a full animation, we should be able to get the first attack on him. Charcoal pine bundle. Come around here, grab Loretta's bone, so we can show Greirat that unfortunately his darling wife has passed. Soul of an Unknown Traveller, and right, these horrible caster witches, and again, you cannot get up to her for a backstab. Now what we want is her to do her grab. Now her big weapon, you do not want to get hit with. It has bleed, as you can see it's got spikes on the end. Spiked weapons normally have bleed. All we care about is backstabs. And after 2, we're going to get a cheeky charge, and that should do the job. Her grab attack, you'll see her hands go together, and she'll say, "Who will cleanse this bastard's curse?" And then she does a grab. And as a grab, you cannot block it, so be mindful. All I do, stay locked on and just keep swiveling around her, and if you keep moving to your right, then you will avoid the grab. And then easy backstab, because that animation lasts forever. Right, avoid the hug, free backstab, Estus Shard. So yeah, we just grab the Estus Shard in front of the fire. Behind the fire, there is an Ember. Now we're going to go to the lower section here. Take out the pitchfork worker, run up here, take out the machete worker, grab the titanite shard. Double check from there, there may be another worker sometimes comes from that side. There he is, you can just see in the distance. It is actually possible that this worker actually can walk off the edge of the map as well, which is amusing. Dispatch. And just to save some arrows, and because they're otherwise useless, let's put the throwing knives on. And we want to deal with both of these assassins up here so that they do not ambush us later on. Back out and to the right. And we're now going to open this door. Right, into the door. Cut the hanging corpse that has the item on it. If you lock on, you'll notice this cage locks on. Get to charge reach. You don't want to get much closer, as otherwise being about this close is enough and you'll take damage. Grab the charcoal pine resin and then drop down this here hole. Firstly, grab the Covenant. This is a Covenant item, so they're not always obvious. The Warrior of Sunlight, and there is trophy number 6, Covenant Warrior of Sunlight. Did I actually call out when we got trophy number 5 Vordt? I'd like to think we did, but if I didn't, I'm so sorry. You get trophy number 5 on defeating Vordt. Estus Soup, if you have taken damage, that will fully heal you the same as an Estus. Well, actually, fully heal, so better than an Estus Flask. And then come up the steps for the item we dropped, which is the large soul of a deserted corpse. We're going to pop the cave, there you go, so I was too close there. And get the bow, and we're going to ideally headshots. And then one in the gut. There we go. Take him out, and I believe we just go upstairs now. Yes. And we're going to come back out the way that we came in. Up. And we're going to go around the main fire. And we're going to head towards this exit here. To come out, in particular, we care about, well actually we care about both because they throw firebombs. Which is why I'm just happily keeping my distance and playing the range game. into the barn. To the right there are 2 pitchforks who were having a nice nap, and then we came along and ruined it for them. Grab the soul item. In here an assassin thrall is going to drop, so this is an executioner thrall, and he's got the big sword. So we definitely don't want him to drop on us. If you come from this direction, he will not ambush, so what happened will happen. Open the gate. This thrall, if he is not down, he will be up there on that roof. So if he's not down, come up here, grab the Cordacious round shield, and snipe him off the roof. Carry on. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop. We're going to roll. Block you. Block you. Ow. Get the Titanite. And we're going to continue on into here. Lights. Don't rest unless you need to. It's not a problem if you have to, but preferably not. It just avoids a couple of enemies repeating. We're going to go out, up, all the way up. And these were the gentlemen throwing firebombs at us. One of them survived. We'll deal with him in a minute. Three of those, and then we're going to come here, grab the hand axe, and we're going to free CORXYX, I want to say.
Welcome. I am CORXYX.
Yeah, CORXYX,
Hello.
the Pyromancer.
I hear care to learn.
Asked to learn Pyromancy,
Most to read the play.
and there we go. He'll now wait for us in the Firelink Shrine. Can't even reach you from up here. That's annoying. Well, we'll deal with him momentarily anyway, so not a problem. Come down, and from the roof here, we can just about make out there is an assassin waiting to ambush. Now, the only thing we can hit is the top of his hat there. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you go there? There we go. We just want to take him out. Right, snipe the left hanging assassin. And here we can see a new enemy, the pot wielding giant psychopath. So we're going to get some arrows in. Plunge. That was a bigger plunge than I was supposed to do. Drink some ecstasy goodness. There we go. Don't worry, we'll be able to demonstrate their moveset in the very near future, because we're about to fight a bunch more of them. Come around here for the Soul of a Deserted Corpse. If any of the bomb-throwing villagers survive, like this guy, they'll be down here waiting for us. We're going to come up here, grab the soul item, and then we're going to come further. There is a hollow at the end of the bridge. Give him a shank, and grab the Fire Clutch ring, which we're going to equip and keep equipped for most of the game. So the Fire Clutch ring gives us a, I want to say 20% is the buff to all of our fire attacks. And oh look, we're using a fire longsword. I'm also overburdened, so I'm now going to just completely take off our arms. And there we go, we're back to rolling. Right. Back down we go. And down the second set. Come over here and just check if there are any doggos out and about, which the answer is no. I'm going to drop onto this cart. Why are you not over there? What is it with this run? Okay, that's fine. Right, pop the dogs. So there's up to 2 dogs here, so Lord knows what's happening, because the evangelist, the caster, is on the wrong place. So of course, why wouldn't a dog be missing? Down the ladder, 3 rats. Do be careful, they can stun lock you. So that was fine, because I knew I was going to get the attack off first. If not, block, let them bounce off the shield, and then go from there. Carry on, grab the Caestus, and inside here is 2 small, 1 giant, I believe. Look at that. Ow. Thank you. Come on, giant rat time. Blonk, blonk, blonk. Fire does so good. And there is ring number 5 for killing the giant rat, the Bloodbite ring. Up here, open the gates. We're going to come to this bonfire and light it, and do not rest. Because we're going back. We don't want to have to refight enemies. We don't have to. Come back on ourselves. I'm going to use my heal aid to get my health up. There we go. Oh, that's so annoying that that evangelist is there and not the dog. See, you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, because you're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be a dog. So yeah, as you can see, that bleed... Okay, here's the... No! Are you kidding me, Dark Souls? So that is the grab. And what we're supposed to do is just stay behind her. So you're not supposed to be there in the first place. And then you end up grabbing me when I'm not going to complain. It's all fine. Moving on. Right, we are now going to deal with these big pot wielders one at a time. Where possible, get some extra arrows in, preferably at headshots. Now, in an ideal world, we want this, which is they've kept the pots. You can't backstab them, thanks to that giant plank on their back. And if they're holding the pots, then their attacks are much bigger and more clumsy and cumbersome. Grab the ember on the bridge. Bonk. what I want is for him to run at me rather than throw the pot. Because once he throws the pot, he gets his sub-weapon out, which is the saw. Respect the attacks with the saw. Don't push for more than 2 attacks. This is... okay, there you go. After 1, 2, 3, that's when you can start to go ham. When he does the 3 slams that he did there. You left. Donk. I don't want you to fall down. So please don't fall down. If I move over here, there we go. Genius. That's it, keep your big pot. Because I can stagger you with the pot, whereas when he's got the saw, you can do a kind of a semi-stagger, but then he will attack you through stagger eventually. Soul item, come around here, there is a dog ambush waiting for us around this corner. Wait, so you did 2 attacks instead of 1, and you didn't succumb to fire. What is this run? Okay, it's fine. Alluring skulls. All is fine. Right, catch up the notes. Yep. Onward. Talk to MC Hammerman.
All you no matter. If you've any sense, you go find you. If like the others, then go on ahead. You'll face enough.
And we're going to open the door. And we're going to meet a Soul's favourite. Which I love because it means canonically he didn't die like he does at the end of his quest in Dark Souls 1. None other than Siegward. Siegmeyer. The OG Onion Bro is back.
Oh, pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I have to be honest.
Siegward.
But this with a little...
So he's going to tell you that he has a conundrum because he needs to take the lift up, but the lift only goes down. I mean, he's not wrong, however, there is indeed a trick to it. But before we get to that, we are going to cheese ourselves our next elite enemy. As you can see, I've already got the bow. Don't grab the item yet, instead, this Outrider Knight, we're going to do a headshot. And we're going to abuse the lack of aggro range on this character's design. So long as we stay outside, we can chuck arrows in his face, in his butt, and he should stop about here. There we go. He knows where we are. I'm right in front of him. I'm plastering his face full of arrows. And as you can see, he is more focused on trying to de-aggro and go back to his original location than he is on coming forward. Now, given how horrific these enemies are and how damaging they are, there is absolutely zero shame in doing what I've just done. 1,760 souls, the Orifal Straight Sword, Estus Flask gave me 2 back, and he does not respawn. Open the doors, and this is a good place to rest. And we are going to backtrack in, but we will do that at the start of the next video. So, second video down. Hopefully you have found this area methodical, and the way that I've approached it has helped you with any bits that you may be stuck on. As always, if you are having difficulty, if you have any questions, anything at all, please feel free to put it in the comments. And it would mean the world to me if you have not liked or subscribed to please like and subscribe. It really does mean the world to me to see people who have gained something from the video to either like or comment. It just gives me that little, kind of fluffy moment inside that says, you know what, this is actually doing something of help. I love the community so far. Thank you for all the kind words in previous videos. Please keep that up, and I will keep this up, I promise you. Thank you all so much. You're all amazing. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye for now.